I'm standing in the Museum Resource Centre, and today we're going to talk about flint. Flint occurs in chalk, as layers several centimetres thick, or as rows of scattered nodules. Where the chalk has worn away, flint, which is resistant to weathering, is left behind and forms gravel or shingle. Flint is very, very hard, but can be chipped or flake away, creating a really razor-sharp edge. Flint was used mainly in Britain during the Paleolithic period, but also was continued to be used during the Mesolithic and Neolithic periods. Sometimes we even have evidence of flint used in the Bronze Age. Let's discover more. Over time, it was discovered that flint could be knapped. Knapping is where the flint is hit with a stone tool such as a stone hammer. The tool takes away flakes of the flint. These flakes might then become arrowheads or small scrapers or other tiny tools that are needed. The main core of flint itself could be knapped into a shape of an axe head or a spearhead. Flint knapping has to take place in a very controlled way, where it's done safely and sensible to create the desired shape that is needed. This takes some skill, but there are some people today that still train in flint knapping and can create arrowheads, axe heads, or scrapers. Here with me today, I have a flint core. This flint core has been worked, and you can see this edge has had flakes taken off it. I also have a load of flint flakes that have been discovered through archaeological excavations and field walking. Field walking is where archaeologists walk up and down a ploughed field, looking on the ground below to see what they can find. The way that you can tell if a flint flake or flint core has been worked is by looking at the surface. On the surface, you will see ripples. These ripples run from the point of percussion, the point where it was hit with the stone hammer or other stone tool. On a ploughed field, however, if flint is struck by the plough, it also can flake and ripple. Therefore, sometimes archaeologists have to really work out whether a piece of flint was made by a machine in present day or by a Neolithic man in the past. I have with me here today some smaller flint tools. We'll start with this one. This one here is a scraper, used to scrape animal skin or remove bark from twigs. I also have with me an arrowhead. Now there are three main types of arrowhead that are around during this period. There's the barbed and tanged, which is used by the Neolithic and Bronze Age people. This arrowhead has 2 points on the side. Once the arrow strikes its target, it's very hard to remove because the tangs get stuck and it can't come out. There are leaf-shaped arrowheads, which are made by people who built causeway camps, enclosures on hillsides with ditches around them. There's also a chisel-ended or transverse. These are made by later Neolithic people. Let's start with a few other larger flint tools that we might have had. This one here is a polished axe head. It could have been used for chopping down trees, could have been used for just throwing it at a prey. It could have also been used to dig holes in the ground or to butcher animals. It's smaller in size and it's got more of a polished, smooth effect on it. I also have a pointed axe head. This one here is a lot larger than the other one, and it would probably have been strapped to a piece of wood and then tied on with a leather strap. It's got some very sharp edges, so we have to be careful when handling it. It would have been used to chop down larger trees, for butchering larger animals, or for doing tasks that needed a bit more force and effort behind them. This tool would have been knapped on both sides to give it a thinner look in the edges just here.